rid of them. Didn't nobody even have a funeral for them. And then after that, fire burns up 250 other men who rebelled. So you got to be careful who you're following. You know, sometimes people got some strong spirits, and when you have your own mind, and God gave you your mind, He gave you your assignment, that what you're supposed to do. Not saying that we don't have leaders, but they were going against their leaders and got some leaders within some leaders, and they were following them in the wrong direction, and God got rid of all of them. So the next complaint, they were still complaining, all kind of stuff going on right in their face. That's when you know you stuck on stupid and stopped on dumb. That's when you know, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on and you still haven't gotten it yet. So Moses and Aaron called, they were complaining about Moses and Aaron, and they were blaming them for causing the death of Clarann and the conspirators. Now, did that make sense? Because didn't nobody tell them to lead people in another direction? God had called Moses and Aaron to lead these people, because He always calls us out in two. And it was 3 of them that decided to go against Moses and Aaron. And guess what? The sin was that they blamed others for their troubles. Now, when you start blaming other people for your troubles, that's a sin. Because you were disobedient. It's my fault. Yeah. Because you ran out, I told you to stop running, and you ran down the steps and busted one of your teeth, and it's my fault. Yeah. Because you were at my church. The devil is a liar. So that's a sin, when you sit up and you blame other people for your troubles. And because of this particular sin, God began to destroy Israel with a plague. And Moses and Aaron made an atonement for the people. But guess what? 14,700 of them were killed because God was upset. So then they complained, instead of praying, about the lack of water. Now, after all that God had done, they saw it. If He could open up a Red Sea and dry the land and bring you across and then close it up in your face and drown Pharaoh and his army, why would you complain that you don't have water? Why wouldn't you just ask the Lord, Lord, send the water? Send the rain, Lord. But in the sin that they committed, they refused to believe that God would provide as He had promised. Now, you've seen Him provide, and you get all discombobulated, and you become unglued, and you just don't believe that He will provide like He did before. Well, I believe that He can bring better. So the result of it was Moses sinned along with the people. So the leader got weak, and the leader began to sin. So they broke him down. And for this, he was barred out of the promised land. He didn't make it in. Well, I just rose to tell you on this morning, ain't none of y'all keeping me out of the promised land. Amen. I'm going. You can sin if you want to. I'm going to stand up here and I'm going to preach Jesus. And you can talk about me. And you don't have to like me. But I'm still going to tell the truth. But I'm not missing the promised land for nobody. Amen. And the next complaint was that God and Moses brought them into the wilderness. They complained about that. And the sin was that they failed to recognize that their problems were brought on by their disobedience. Well, you know, we don't want to admit that. That's right. Whoever we are.